Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Love Star Beta SMP server, you guys. I'm finally back. Oh my gosh, it's been like literally eons and eons since I've been on the server. Oh my goodness. So here we are. The server hasn't really changed that much, to be honest. It's actually really pretty. Is that a Christmas tree thing? I think it is, because Christmas just happened a few days ago. But anyway, so today we have a lot of things I want to talk about. And actually, this is a really important update for my channel. Really just in general, a really, really important update. Today I'm going to be talking about basically, oh my gosh, it's just like stuff everywhere. Today I'm going to be basically talking about Minecraft Let's Plays, or I guess you could just say like Let's Plays in general. It doesn't really matter what game, but I guess specifically we could talk about Minecraft Let's Plays if you guys want. So basically the state of where Let's Plays are at this day, in this day and age basically, and unfortunately, yeah, Let's Plays are not really doing well right now. I have never seen my analytics so low before. So I don't know if you guys know me, if you guys are watching this video for the first time. Basically, there's a really gorgeous Christmas tree over there. Look at all this like stuff everywhere. Oh my gosh. But basically, for anyone who doesn't know me, people who could be watching this for the first time, I'm a Let's Player. I make lots and lots of old school, like very, very minimal editing Let's Plays. Maybe I'll like music in the background sometimes, maybe some cuts, but overall, my Minecraft Let's Plays, because I primarily do like Minecraft Let's Plays, are very, very just bare bones, very, very low editing. However, lately, I have never seen my views so low before. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get low views in general, but lately, holy moly, my views are so low. I mean, oh my gosh, what in the world is happening? I mean, I don't know if it's just like the Christmas season and, maybe people are a little bit busy, but seriously, I mean, Christmas is over now and my views are tanking. I mean, they have tanked so bad. I mean, my gosh. I mean, I kind of expect it as a small creator, but like, oh, yep, here's my old house that I never even finished building. Let's just ignore it. We're just gonna have like a little bit of a walk around. But anyway, you guys, so today we're going to be talking about Minecraft Let's Plays, and basically the state that they're in right now, because unfortunately, for anyone who does make Let's Plays or are interested in Let's Plays, unfortunately, my friends, they are doing extremely terrible right now, and I know that because the Let's Plays I've been posting, their reviews have been tanking so terribly. I mean, like, I can't even get maybe 50 views a video, which is really not fun. It's really not great, and I don't know what else to do. I've been trying to change up my thumbnails, I've been trying to upgrade my sound equipment, if you can't tell lately. I have been trying literally everything I can, but unfortunately, Let's Plays these days are just not the good format to do here on YouTube anymore, and I'm going to be explaining why. I'm going to be going into full depth. Yay, Kalki. Whoa, that is a beautiful building. My gosh. I've never even seen this building before. I remember when there was like nothing over here. But anyway, so today I'm going to be talking a lot about Minecraft Let's Plays, the state that they're in nowadays, and basically where we go from here, because unfortunately, I have some really bad news. I'm going to be quitting Minecraft Let's Plays, and any Let's Play, I've been playing other games as well, but yeah, any Let's Play, I am not going to be doing anymore, and I'm going to be explaining why. I'm going to be explaining what with like Let's Plays. I recommend checking out Mumbo Jumbo. He did a really good job of explaining really in full depth of what is going on with the Let's Plays. Also, Love Star. Love Star is amazing at explaining what happened with Let's Plays as well, and the analytical problem and the algorithmic problem that's going on with them right now, and why nobody does them anymore. And I'm also going to be explaining my love for Let's Plays, and basically why I love making Let's Plays so much. So, this video is not to, like, downplay Let's Plays. I love them just as much as you do. Maybe, I don't think anybody loves Let's Plays more than me. I mean, people say they love Let's Plays, but God, not as much as I do. I love Let's Plays. I mean, I'm a mid-2000s kid, so, well, adult now. But I basically was the generation that highly grew up with Let's Plays. Yeah, there's just buildings everywhere. My God, oh my gosh. But yeah, I highly grew up with these Let's Plays. These really old school, minimal editing Let's Plays, just like we are watching basically right now. They were like that. There was almost no editing at all. Maybe they would add music in the background, but they were just so simple, bare bones. They would literally just be, for example, like a 15 to 20 minute video of somebody just playing the game. You know, for example, when they would start up a new Minecraft world, they'd cut down a tree and find like a nice place to live and stuff like that. And you know, sometimes other Let's Plays, there's like kind of like other kinds of Let's Plays. My favorite kinds are like the survival Let's Plays, where people would just be playing Minecraft, like just basic old vanilla Minecraft. I mean, literally just the basic Let's Plays, and people just like, you know, playing Minecraft, you know, talking for 20 minutes, you know, basically all of that. That was basically how it all was back then. Literally just playing the game, having a fun time, and talking. And I feel like these Let's Plays, they meant so much they meant so much to me back then, because, you know, I was kind of alone back then, and so having a Let's Play, just being able to turn on like a random episode that I was watching, anything from any other YouTuber, it wouldn't matter. I would just love to listen to their voice. I mean, some other YouTubers resonated with me a little bit more. Like, I know that LD Shadow Lady and her Let's Plays, they were just the best. Oh my gosh, I could not get enough of those Let's Plays. They were amazing. But other YouTubers like Ethos Lab, I mean, I have nothing against him, but I prefer like female female gamers a lot more than male gamers. I guess that's just my preference. I don't know why. But yeah, anyway, I just really loved having a nice space where I could just listen to their voice. I could just listen to them playing the game. And I don't know, the Let's Play trend, I think started in like 2011, I think. Yeah, like 2010. I think somewhere around there, and I feel like they just kind of grew a lot more since then. More people started making these Let's Plays. They were literally they were just the literal heart of YouTube back then. Literally everything was in episodic content back then. And yeah, I guess I just like really love these Let's Plays because they were just so comforting. Getting into like a nice little space where it's just you and the speaker together in a little like, okay, it kind of sounds a little bit like all cheesy, doesn't it? But you know what I mean? It felt really a really nice and comforting space. That is really what a Let's Play meant for me, was just really being able to sit down with the YouTuber, whoever it was, talking, and you just get to listen to their voice. I mean, sometimes you could have them on as background noise, sometimes you would just watch the full footage. I mean, really whatever you want to do with them. They were just so everything. They meant the world to me. Like sometimes, okay, this is a little bit embarrassing, but I know I'm not the only one who's done this. Sometimes I would like, because I played Minecraft back then, of course. Sometimes I would like talk to myself, pretend I was doing like YouTube. I'd be like, hey guys, welcome to my world. Today I'm gonna eat some cake. Oh my gosh. And I built like a little small farm. It's so cute. But I wasn't even recording. I would literally just talk to myself, pretending I was recording. And I've done that like hundreds of times. And to be honest, I still do it to this day. That's just how much I love making Let's Plays and speaking into a microphone and being there for you guys. That's what it means a lot for me. However, unfortunately now, Let's Plays are kind of unfortunately dead. And it's not that people hate making Let's Plays. I know a lot of YouTubers who still love making Let's Plays, mainly the old school ones, but the problem is with Let's Plays nowadays, they are just such a hard format to do here on YouTube. And I feel like within the last month, I've really been battling with the views going down and that little gray arrow saying like, oh, your channel views are going down. You've lost subscribers. Your watch hours are going down. And I hate seeing that little gray arrow. It really, really, really discourages me. Now, I don't really care about the views so much. I kind of care about whether people like watch my videos. You know what I mean? I really want my channel to be successful. Oh, hi, Kauki. Let's go and talk to him real quickly. Hi. Let's see. I'm recording. But yeah, I kind of really care about like whether people like watch my videos or not. I really want people to be there for my videos, but the problem is the reason nobody like really does Let's Plays anymore is they're just an extremely hard format to do here on YouTube. You have episodic content where there's a certain number of episodes. It could be, I guess, any game. It could be like any game, for example, like, you could say Minecraft, for example. You start a world, you play on it, you build whatever, you do whatever, and that's Let's Play. Now, here's issue number one, and this is like one of the main things, is the views. Now, I know, you should say you really shouldn't care about views, but the problem is, when you do a Let's Play, you run, for example, just a basic Minecraft series, you have episode 1, you post episode 1, and the problem is, the algorithm just doesn't know anymore how to actually, like, properly, like, share, like, these videos with people. Yeah, like, Let's Play kind of episodic formats, the algorithm just really, really hates episodic content in general. So for example, when you post a Let's Play, let's just say you post episode 1, for example, it gets, just throw it out there, like 100,000 views. Not that any Let's Play would get that amount nowadays, but let's just say, for example, 100,000 views. You post episode 1, it does super well, awesome, people love it, and you just say you get a lot of subscribers for it. But then you post episode 2, and then it gets a little bit lower views, like 75,000 views, for example. And then, you post another episode, and it gets 50,000 views. And let's just say these episodes are just as good as episode 1. They're just as amazing, just as entertaining, even better, actually, possibly. But the views with every episode gets lower and lower and lower and lower views. So episode 3 has 75,000 views. Episode 4 has 50,000 views. Episode 6 has 40,000 views. Episode 10 has 20,000 views. And the views just keep getting lower and lower and lower. Hi, Kalki24. Hi. Let's see. Just walk in. Oh, he's giving me cookies. Hi. Thanks for all the cookies. I kind of need these. Oh, thank goodness. They aren't really giving me much health. All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying not to get distracted here. I'm trying to talk to my viewers. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, every episode literally just gets lower and lower and lower views, and this is a huge problem. And it never always, I feel like it's always kind of been a thing. It's always kind of like been a trend where the views and the analytics just get lower and lower as every episode goes by. But I feel like especially nowadays, it kind of goes from like gradually to literally just like boom, instantly. Like your views by the time you hit episode 10 are at like 1K views per video. I mean, like they seriously just continue to get lower and lower and lower by every single episode that goes on. And unfortunately, like I normally wouldn't care. I wouldn't really give a crap if my views decreased. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as people are still watching them. But the issue is that view trajectory where your views get lower and lower and lower hurts your channel. It'll tell the algorithm and basically YouTube saying like, okay, this channel's dying. You know, it's probably not making really good videos. We're not going to recommend this to people. And that literally kills your channel, unfortunately. It kills your channel, and it really, really sucks. And so yeah, Let's Plays are literally the recipe for killing your channel. So the only reason people make them nowadays is literally just so... It's literally just for the fun of it nowadays. Now, obviously, some people still, like big YouTubers still make Let's Plays nowadays. However, they are much more widely packed, and they are also established YouTubers. Like, for example, Ethos Lab, Mumbo Jumbo, LD Shadow Lady, iHas Cupquake. They all can make a Let's Play, for example, and it would be successful because they have millions of subscribers. They're a well-established channel. They have been in the Minecraft community for over a decade now, and they are very well-established. So they can make a Let's Play, and it would be successful. And heck, maybe their views would decrease gradually, but it really wouldn't hurt anything because they have such a loyal community and a loyal fan base that they would be watching all their episodes. But if you're a small creator like me and you don't have a well-established audience, you don't have a lot of subscribers, and you're kind of a small creator starting out, then Let's Plays are going to be extremely difficult to get to be successful. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing them unless you have like maybe over 1,000 subscribers, if that, to be honest. I mean, you are going to need a really, really well-established audience. Look at this thing over here. It's like a little tunnel of pride flags. Yay. I'm straight, but it's fine. But yeah, so yeah, that's the issue. Another problem is kind of consider Let's Plays that are in episodic kind of formats, for example. Consider them like TV shows, for example. Even though they're kind of like gameplay footages, consider them like TV shows. Obviously, when you watch a TV show, you know, you start the first season, you start episode 1, season 1, whatever TV show it might be, and you kind of watch through it right there. However, unfortunately, if you don't find the TV show interesting, and you might find it a little bit boring, then you could lose interest in it. Maybe like by the time you're like episode 18 or 19, you'll be like, oh, you know, I'm not really interested in this TV show anymore. I'm just going to stop watching it. And then, yeah, basically you watch through the episodes and you could easily lose interest in it if it really doesn't like captivate you in any way. And that's the same thing with Let's Plays is, you know, you can maybe be on like episode 15 or 16 of a Let's Play, and you could just, you know, I guess like run out of time, and you could just kind of lose interest in that Let's Play gradually over time. And that's another reason why the views on episodes get lower and lower and lower, is because, you know, you feel like you have to watch episode 1 first on a Let's Play, right? Generally, like if you just watched randomly like episode 34, for example, then you would be extremely lost because you would have no idea what happened. You would have to watch the episodes to know what's going on. So, you know, you're pretty much devoting your time to that YouTuber, and you're giving them your time. And so obviously a lot of times you have to actually make a Let's Play interesting, but it's extremely hard, especially when you're making like really old school kind of format. Look at that little villager, oh my gosh. But yeah, when you're making like old school, like really casual Let's Plays where you barely do anything. Now, Hermitcraft Let's Plays are very different because Hermitcraft, there's a lot that happens in an episode, like a ton of stuff. But for example, with the episodes that I make, I sometimes barely do anything. Like I'll build like maybe one thing, or I guess explore maybe, and barely do anything in an episode, because that's just kind of the old school format that it is in. But I feel like it's more easier to devote your time to like a more well-edited episode, for example, like an episode where there's more things going on. There's more editing, there's just more things going on in general. It's a lot easier to use your time because, you know, time is valuable, you know. Free time, it's a very, very valuable thing. And so obviously you want to use your free time really like really well to something that could be a little bit more entertaining and a little bit more convenient for you. You know what I mean? And personally, for me, that's watching Let's Plays, but I know that's not for everybody. I know a lot of people like to watch the more editing episodes, like Hermitcraft, for example, where there's a lot more things going on. There's a lot more things packed into one episode. So consider like a Hermitcraft episode, like, for example, 10 episodes of an old school Let's Play series, something like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot more things that go on in that episode, so that makes it a lot more, like, worthy of watching, if that makes sense. So that's just another issue, is that a lot of people just don't have the time anymore. Now, back in the early 2010s, there was like a lot of children on the internet, and children back then didn't have as low of an attention span compared to now. Like, there is no way a child would watch like an old school Let's Play like this anymore. Absolutely no way. It's mostly like teenagers or adults who have higher attention spans that, oh, crap, there's a creeper. No! Get out of here! Oh my goodness. Look at him, like, wobbling on the ground. Is he okay? Yeah, it's mostly, like, adults now that I've realized. I've looked at my analytics, and I've kind of seen that you guys are a little bit more older, actually. So I don't really have any children watching my videos. So obviously, when you're an adult, you don't have as much free time. So obviously, when you spend your free time on stuff like this, you want to use your free time a little bit more valuable. You want to use your free time a little bit more valuably. So that could mean watching a way more edited episode with more things going on, instead of just like a more old school layback kind of episode, which I know is not for everybody, but I know for the majority of people it is like that. That's why Let's Plays are just extremely hard to do. And yeah, it really sucks. I hate where YouTube is at right now with the really, I mean, you know, by now, this trend started like 5 years ago. You'd think by now that it would be over, just like Let's Plays were, but nope. These really, what really just makes me sick to death is these over-edited, these 100 days kind of videos, like especially the hardcore ones, like the really annoying hardcore 100 days episodes. I am just about sick to death of these videos. I am so sick and tired of seeing them, mainly because of the fact that they're just over-edited. They're way too oversaturated, and especially if you're a small creator trying to start out and grow your channel, the standard nowadays is literally having a huge mega base, go to the end, defeat the Ender Dragon, get an Elytra, you know what I mean, build a 5-star mega base hotel that like is 1,000 feet tall, spending 1,000 days in a hardcore Minecraft world kind of nonsense. And I'm just so sick and tired of seeing these videos. They are not inspiring. They aren't anything like that. They are just really solely made for your entertainment. And it's just really sad. I mean, I know a lot of YouTubers really don't want to make these 100 days hardcore Minecraft videos, but if you do YouTube as like a career, for example, where you make money from it, it's kind of like a business. You kind of have to like literally like sometimes do a lot of things you really don't want to in order to keep your channel alive and going. It's for the sake of survival for your channel. And I just really hate the standard of Minecraft content nowadays. It's just too much. The replay mod, having to make everything all cinematic, like a 4K Hollywood movie, for example. That's the standard nowadays. If you even want to get 100,000 views on a video. Honestly, you wouldn't even get that many views because of how much the algorithm is just all over the place nowadays. But back then, in like 2011, 2012, 2013, for example, you would just post one episode, for example, like just literally playing the game for 20 minutes, and that could get you 1 million views. It was so bare bones back then. So bare bones. But YouTube and culture just changes. It happens. You know what I mean? Trends come and go, and Let's Plays, unfortunately, just are not as popular as they once used to be, and it's really hard. It sucks. And this doesn't really change my love for making Let's Plays. I still love making them a lot. But another reason that I am quitting Let's Plays is because, one, I really want to be able to have my YouTube channel as, like, a garden, if that makes sense. Like, I want people to really be able to visit it and feel really nice and welcome. But the problem is the algorithm with the algorithm doesn't like my Let's Plays. It's not showing them to everybody. It won't show them to any person at all. So, like, literally, I'm only working with the audience I've already grabbed through the literal luck and scrap of like viewership that I have from other people watching my videos, basically. So like the algorithm is not showing my Let's Plays to literally no new soul at all out there. It really sucks. So you know, I got a message from somebody telling me how my Let's Plays are getting them through really hard times. Like, my NatureCraft series really inspired them. They love my Unwindia series. I inspired them not to drop out of college and, you know, stuff like that. And I really, that message meant the world to me. I never really cared much about the views until I saw that message from somebody on Discord. And that message meant the world to me, that I inspired somebody to literally better themselves because they've seen my episodes and they love them a lot. That means the world to me. And I want to be able to help more people like that. But in turn, the algorithm doesn't want my Let's Plays to be seen on YouTube at all. So basically, my only real solution is a little bit cheesy. So I'm slowly continuing all my other Let's Plays, on here. So like I'm still gonna do like the old style, old school format, except my worlds are no longer going to be on old school. You can see Cappy over there in the background. But yeah, my videos are no longer going to be in Let's Play episodic formats. I cannot do episodic formats here on YouTube anymore. Literally, I cannot. My views at this point have tanked so badly, mainly because we're getting into the more deeper parts of our Let's Plays, like we're in the 20s now, and by then the views have decreased so badly. I mean, because, you know, every episode on the Let's Play gets lower and lower and lower views, and by this point, we're not even getting 10 views a video on our episodes. I mean, it's pretty bad. So, going into next year, we are going to be doing our Let's Plays and videos a little bit differently, just a wee bit differently. So instead of like, for example, like an episode of my NatureCraft series, like would be like episode 20, getting started or building this little aquarium exhibit, my NatureCraft series, or building a farm in Unwindia, episode 21, for example. Just kind of throw it out there if that makes sense. Whoa, now it's day. So now instead what we're going to be doing going into next year is we are no longer going to be titling our episodes. We're no longer going to be titling our Minecraft videos in episodic formats anymore. So I am essentially quitting Let's Plays, kind of, sort of, not really. I'm still going to be posting the kind of same old school format kind of videos just like this one, except they are not going to be titled an episodic series anymore. So no episode 10, no episode 9, no episode 21, no episode 2, for example. Yeah, hang on, let's see. It's okay. But yeah, so no episodic Let's Plays that's just no longer going to be a thing anymore, especially their Minecraft videos. Minecraft videos, we are no longer going to be having episodic titles anymore and thumbnails. So going into next year, our titles and thumbnails are going to be very, very, very different. So for example, if I were to start a Minecraft Let's Play, which I have no plans on doing really at this moment, I would title episode 1, for example, "The Best Start Ever in Minecraft," which just sounds so cheesy. I really don't want to do that, but at the same time, it's like the only way the algorithm will show any of my videos to any people. And believe me, I have tried so hard to get my Let's Plays out there. I have done a lot of research into really good sound equipment. I use Audacity now for audio to make sure that I get a really good quality produced sound. I have paid for a screen recorder. I have really done a lot of research into the correct way to title your videos, the correct way to do thumbnails, what is the most like eye-catching for thumbnails. I've done a lot of research into that, and I have made sure I can put my best into making sure that these Let's Plays are shown to people, but they won't get shown to people because the algorithm doesn't like episodic content. You see what I mean? That is a really ongoing problem here. So from now on, our episodes are going to be titled a little bit cheesy, and they may not make sense. But let's just go and implement. Let me just have an example out here. For example, with our NatureCraft series, we're going to be titling episodes from now on, like building the piranha. I built a piranha aquarium in our zoo in Minecraft, for example. Which I really don't want my titles like that. I want them old school. I really, really do. But in terms of my videos, my videos are still gonna be exactly the same. They're still gonna be just like this. They're still gonna be just as old school. No over editing, no crazy gigantic subtitles over the screen. You can't even see the actual gameplay because the subtitles are so large on these over edited videos. I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is. I seriously don't understand how we got to this point of making videos that were so lighthearted and just so old school and casual. I mean, seriously, just these little episodes that were just so lighthearted, to now having to have your videos so over 4K, having these videos 4K, largely highly edited, super over edited, really stupid hardcore videos. I mean, I have nothing against hardcore Minecraft. What I do have against, though, is the way that they're edited and the way they're done. They're just trying to constantly grab your attention all the time. And that, for me, is not the kind of content I'm really particularly looking for. So, anyway, yeah, so I'm still going to be having the old school kind of, old school deal with our videos, except from now on, the titles and thumbnails are going to be kind of like I don't want this to come wrong, but they're going to be kind of a little bit more like clickbaity, if that makes sense. I don't know how to put this, but they're going to be a little bit clickbaity. I mean, just so that the algorithm can, find my videos basically and recommend them to people, because I really want to help people. I want to be a person that can always be there for my community. I want to be a person that can always be there for my audience. And if what I'm providing right now is not working and it's not reaching out to people, then I'm going to have to find another solution, which I want to still be able to make the old school videos, just no longer having like episodic Let's Play videos. So I'm not going to like abandon any of my Minecraft worlds. I'm still working on a Windia. I'm still working on my Ledesia series. They are not going anywhere, but they are just going to be turned into non-episodic format episodes now, if it makes sense. So they'll be kind of just like watch it like whenever you feel like it, basically. So that's kind of the best way I can put it, and hopefully it will make a little bit more sense when they really do come out. But yeah, so yeah, Let's Plays, they unfortunately are just not the way to go. Unfortunately, I can't do them. I have tried more than 15 different Let's Plays, you guys, across my other channels. I have tried so many times, but it doesn't seem like whatever I do just doesn't seem like it's working at all, and it really is really frustrating. YouTube, I would be lying if I told you that YouTube wasn't hard. It wasn't frustrating. It has been extremely frustrating with the analytics. I mean, it really is. I mean, I want people to watch my videos. It really means a lot when I get comments. I mean, I love nothing more than getting comments on my videos. It fills me with so much, it fills me on a creative level when I see comments from people, and that message that I got from that poor little young woman who almost dropped out of college, but I stopped them from dropping out of college because I inspired them with my videos, and that just meant so much to me, you know what I mean? So I want to be able to help more people like that. If anybody's in dark times, I want my videos to be available for people to watch. So I mean, because I'm sure there's like thousands of people who would love to watch my videos, but they can't find them because the algorithm won't recommend them to any people. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating, but I'm gonna figure something out, and I'm gonna make sure that I can help as many people as I possibly can. And yeah, it's gonna be really fun and interesting to see where we kind of go from here with our Let's Plays and stuff, which, I'm still a newbie Let's Player. I'm still kind of new to YouTube and all of that, and I'm hoping that when next year comes around, I really want to start really developing my skills. I think I have what it takes to really get that goal of having an actual audience for my YouTube, because right now I just have like 1 or 2 people watching my videos at the moment, like my best friend and this really kind guy named JWR watching my videos at the moment. So that's kind of all I have at the moment, and every now and then there'll be like a viewer coming here and there, but it's just a lot. So I'm pretty excited to see where we go from here on out. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna go and end this episode, this little video right here, and I'm pretty excited to see where our videos kind of go from here. It's gonna be pretty interesting. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's been nice to come back on here because it's been a long time since we've logged on to the Love Star server. So it's been pretty awesome and fun to see, just to see everybody come back on here, come back onto the Love Star server. I've missed it so much. It's been amazing. Lately, the server's been like lagging for me a lot, so that's why I haven't been coming on here very much. But yeah, it's just really nice to come back here. I really miss this Love Star server, and I want to make more rambles because it's really fun for me to ramble, and I hope that you guys actually gain something from this episode. So I hope that kind of gives you a little bit more of an overview as to why Let's Plays aren't done anymore, and why I'm not going to be doing Let's Plays anymore, even though I love them more than anything. I just want to be able to help people, you know what I mean? I want to be able to provide my videos, and I really want them to be available for people. So if that makes sense in any way, I hope you guys can understand, and well, I'll catch you guys up into the next episode, or next video, I guess you could say. Yep, no more episodes, just videos from here on out. There's gonna be videos of gameplay from now on, no more episodes. So yep, alright, I will see you guys in the next episode of the Love Star server. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, a happy new year, and I will see you in the next episode, guys. Bye-bye!